Hey, everybody, I want to welcome you to Business Insights with Matt Milia. I am super excited because we're going to talk about an amazing event that's happening in a brand new workspace that is not only innovative, but is also state of the art, is amazing. I can't wait to get into that. But first, I'm going to go ahead and cue my intro here.
Welcome to Business Insights with Matt Milia. I'm your host, Matt Milia, and in this podcast, we'll talk about the real, raw, uncut business success secrets you won't find anywhere else. Follow my journey from entry level to CEO. We discuss real actionable items you can plug into your business right away. To subscribe to our weekly top tips, you can go to www.mattpodcast.com and join our community of elite high-level performers. And if you're interested in our inside sales company, you can go to www.appointmentstoday.com to jump on a free strategy call. And now, stay tuned for our podcast. Hey, Andrea, how are you?
Good. How are you, Matt?
Good.
Sunny Florida going for you.
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. Every day it's starting to get a little bit nicer here, so I'm happy about that. It's a little less hot, a little less humid. How's
it's pretty
everything
in Cleveland, so it's great.
About the same. Well, so
Yeah.
for everyone that's watching, why don't you tell everyone a little bit about first, of course, we have our big event coming up, which is Rock and Rescue. We've got that coming up here. What's the date on that?
It is September 8th, 2022. So we are just a little over a week away.
Awesome. I will be there. I'm excited. We're flying up, so I will be there. So will Stephanie. And so for everyone that is maybe has not been a part of Rock and Rescue, what's sort of the mission behind it? What's the goal? What's the objective? What is it that you guys are bringing to the table?
Sure. So not only is Rock and Rescue just an amazing time out in the city of Cleveland at an amazing venue called Forward Day and Nightclub. It's a completely open air space. It's a really fun fact is that they actually pack up the entire place and put on the train and take it out somewhere warm. So Cleveland is fortunate enough to be a stopping point for the Forward Day and Nightclub. So we've taken advantage of the beautiful space year after year. And just to bring the real estate community, our clients, our friends, our family out for a great night. But more importantly, we are raising a whole lot of money for 3 different charities this year. So in the past, we have only done 2 charities, a real estate related charity, which is Agents Act. So ACT stands for Against Child Trafficking, as well as the Renee Jones Empowerment Center. Renee Jones is a staple in Cleveland. She is out there hustling to get these women back into real life, help them get better, get any treatment, and save them from the horrendous issue of human trafficking. This year, we have added Love Justice to the organization list. They are an international organization that is also helping fight against human trafficking. So last year, we were able to raise over $72,000, split up between the 2 charities last year. So we're just looking to get as many more people into the space as we can. We have sponsorship opportunities, we have ticket sales, and 50-50 the night of, and just so many opportunities for people to be able to give back and help us in this fight. So that's the overall goal. We hope to beat our numbers year after year. And on top of that, we have an amazing lineup of musicians coming this year. Last year, we went a little more local. This year, we are getting a little bigger, bringing After Midtown and Dusty Black up from Nashville to perform on stage with us. So we know they'll put on a good show for everyone. So it's guaranteed to be a good time for a good cause.
That's awesome. $72,000. That's amazing. I mean, for one night, that's amazing. That really is. Wow.
It truly is. And we can't thank our sponsors and the people who come out and hang out with us all night and buy 50-50 tickets. The gentleman who won 50-50 last year gave it right back, which is amazing. And it's all because of the people we surround ourselves with, the marketing that we do to get people attracted to this event and want to help us. And of course, get the word out there. Continue to work side by side with Renee Jones because she's here locally, and have the connections that we do at Love Justice and with Agents Act to help them benefit their cause.
I love it. I won the autographed guitar the one year, so that was pretty cool. I didn't win the Ford truck. I think there was a Ford truck that was being raffled off, if I'm
There
not
was.
mistaken. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, the events have been they've just been so awesome. I remember we brought a lot of people, even like when I had sponsored, we brought a lot of people from our friend group there. I mean, it was just such a great event, such a great turnout, so many people giving back to the community. So for everybody that's on here, as you see, I've got it below, rnrcle.com. You definitely don't want to miss this event. It is an amazing one. And just the overall feel of the community, everybody working together. There's no, everybody puts their egos aside. There's no competition. It's not about, we're with this real estate company, we're this real estate company, we're this mortgage brokerage. It's everybody coming together as a community to fight against something that really is seriously horrible. And it's just amazing that you guys facilitate this.
And that's what I found, like year after year. This will be my third year planning it. Of course, we had a year or two off because of the virus. And I just noticed it's like as many people as we can invite, and like these bands that we bring in have such a great following. But at the end of the day, 90% of the people there are either in the real estate industry or related to or friends with someone in the real estate community. And everyone is just having an amazing time. Like you said, it doesn't matter what company they're with. We all come together one night to help fight this. And I actually just was speaking with a gentleman who's super into fighting against human trafficking. And he said that Ohio is ranked like 4th to 5th worst state for it. So it's like you'd never realize what people are going through or who may be affected by this. So with doing what you can to help fight that without uncovering too much or really even knowing too much, you can certainly make a difference.
Oh, absolutely. And it's crazy because I've heard that there's so many different areas that are like, because of course you can get to, the islands, you can get like directly to Put-in-Bay, and then Put-in-Bay goes directly into an entire, like you get to one side of Put-in-Bay. If you go like a couple miles up, you're in Canada. I mean, I think that's really why Ohio's considered that main hub. And then of course all the main interstates run out of there as well too. So it's insane. You just wouldn't think that though, because it's not a coastal state. So
you don't expect these things to happen. And I mean, I know Cleveland is a major city, but in comparison to, the San Franciscos and the New York cities and things like that, with all the hustle and bustle, living here my whole life, you don't see Cleveland in that's capacity of what's going on. And so you just never realize what's going on behind the scenes. And unfortunately, they even say that like a lot of it is, I mean, we know past horror stories with people in Hollywood and things like that, like that these people that are higher up could very well have a hand in it.
Oh, yeah.
So from the proceeds a couple of years ago, we were actually able to give it back to Renee Jones, and she built a whole basically a nurse's office in her office. And I had the pleasure of visiting her a couple of months ago, and she showed us all around, and it's in our name from the proceeds of Rock and Rescue. And it's amazing what she's doing, bringing these women in and making sure that they are taken care of and checked out and everything like that.
That's amazing. And the fact that this is, of course, totally off topic from human trafficking and kind of going into your new workspace. But I do want to talk a little bit about, you said, of course, the size of Cleveland compared. I'll tell you what, I'll choose the people over Cleveland over just about any area, any place, because, looking back on my move to Florida, which, I mean, I'm coming back up to Cleveland. Of course, it was an amazing, amazing thing. But I can tell you that the people of Cleveland there is a hustle culture there, and people are all working. It's different, and I
Right.
say that in the best possible way. People there are good, solid, genuine people, and it's funny because I always know down here in Tampa, I always know when someone's from Ohio because on some level we get along so well, and I'm like,
Yeah.
where are you from? And they're like, oh, I'm from Ohio. And like next thing I know, I'm like, go figure. So down
Yeah.
here though, it's Ohio, Michigan. I mean, it's, everybody that you can imagine that's from the colder climate lives here. It's crazy. But
Yeah.
as
Everyone's trying to escape the cold. But I've
right,
been
right.
told that too. It's like we're hardworking, and I've been
Down to
told
earth
by
people.
people, someone I've known who's traveled to about every state, lived in multiple states. He's like, it's funny. He had like a Southern accent, and he's like, y'all don't say sir and ma'am, but you say please and thank you more than anyone I've ever heard.
Right. It's true. And
So,
I will, segueing into now, of course, people want to leave their little offices of confinement, or maybe they're working from home and they want to have some camaraderie and work together in a new, awesome space. You guys have it now. So tell everybody a little bit about the Icon Workspace.
yeah. So, I mean, honestly, in comparison to our bringing everyone together at Rock and Rescue and all being one collaborative, just we're all Clevelanders, we're all in real estate, or in business, whatever the case may be. We all come together that one night. That was exactly our idea here. Whether you're in real estate or not, we have created a co-work space. It's the old St. James Elementary School over in Lakewood. So it's an iconic spot. We've taken over the second floor, and there's individual offices. Right now I'm sitting in one of our little phone booth rooms. There's shared co-work space. So if you're just in town and you have the ability to work around others, you can network, you can rent a meeting room. So essentially any type of office that you would need, like I said, if you're traveling, or me, for example, like I just couldn't work from home anymore. I am a people person. I need to be around other people than my fiance, as much as I love him. And my animals. So it's
Right.
like, it's just the networking opportunity that's here. We have a podcast room. We have phone booths. We have some lawyers in the building. We have a couple mortgage companies in the building. We have a writer now. I believe we have an event planner coming in. So we have so many different people, and you truly do see how in some way all of these people in different industries can work together. We had an amazing grand opening party a couple of weeks ago with over 300 people in and out, checking out the space. And I think we filled 4 more offices just that night. And so, like I said, people can rent an office for a month if they just need for the day, as long as we have one open. And if they're one person, we have micro offices if they just need something for themselves. One of our mortgage companies took over an entire classroom of offices. So they claimed all the offices that are in the one classroom and made their common area like a little lounge area for anyone to enjoy. So it's just really awesome. And the ability to bring clients in here for a closing or for a meeting is just gets to show it off and see what we're doing. We plan to hold events in the gymnasium, again, to bring everyone together, whether it's a training class in any industry or just a networking or social event. We have so much going on here. So it's called Icon Co-work. People can see more details as well as pricing and everything at iconcowork.com. And all the events that we'll have going on will be posted there as well. But it's truly just it's an energetic space, and it makes you want to be here. We decorated it very tastefully. Of course, you need to get business done, but like I said, right now I'm sitting in like a patio egg chair, as well as the co-work space. It has good energy. It's modernized. We have like the neon lights and everything. So it's just a really awesome, energetic place to be.
I love it. It's funny because with me being in Tampa, the one biggest thing that I miss about being, in Ohio is that proximity to amazing leadership, to amazing people. I mean, aside from
Right.
yourself, of course, but you know, Al, I mean, always bringing people in, having, you know, amazing events, having great mentors, having great leadership, bringing people in for, you know, coaches, from Coach Burt to John Sheplack to Jay Kinder, John Kitchens. I mean, it's crazy how many people have come in, Michael Reese, you know,
Right.
just there's a list. I mean, I can
Yeah.
keep going, but it's funny because you don't think about that. And then when I'm down here, it's just, we don't have that. And I miss that so much. That was
Right.
one of the biggest things that I miss. So having that, that collaboration, that education, that motivation, and the fact that you guys now have a place that is completely built around it, I mean, that you can't get better than that. So
Yeah, that's one of our biggest goals. We want to hold CE classes. Next week, while you're in town, we have Agent to CEO with some of the people you just named, Al, Jay Kinder, John Kitchens, Holly Kitchens, Veronica Figueroa, which is huge. She's
yeah.
down in Florida, so she's coming up, and they're just going to light the room on fire for the 2 days before Rock and Rescue and the day of Rock and Rescue. So if anyone's interested in that, that's agenttoceo.com. That's going to be a great event. I mean, like you said, that's why I love being here as well, because all of those people, oh, I'm sorry, it's actually agenttoceo.live.com. I misspoke. But yeah, it's like I said, it's just a great event. It brings everyone together, whether you, whatever brokerage you are going to walk out of that room on fire. I just got home from Dallas for the build event with Brett Gove and Tony Robbins, and I just came home like ready to take over the world.
I love it.
So I can't wait to continue it again, and it's fortunately just the next week. So
I think you might, if there was a prize to be given for this show, you have actually, I'm almost, I know this for a fact. You have broken the record now of how many links I have shared throughout, which is awesome because you're like, iconcowork.com. Like, oh, God, I got it. Like agenttoceo.live.com. So, hey, guys, this is like I feel like a walking billboard. I love it. So, I mean,
this is a lot going on.
And you know what? I might as well throw in our last one, their sponsor. Hey, look, obviously, guys, this is an amazing event. If you're looking to sponsor Rock and Rescue, go to sponsor.rnrcle.com. Of course, if you're looking for tickets, this is fun. rnrcle.com, going from link to link to link. If you want tickets, the way to go. I mean, all the that's probably, it's so funny because my mother-in-law, and I mean, it's hilarious because she literally every year she'll ask me, she's like, when are they doing Rock and Rescue? When are they doing it? When are they doing it? I'm like, I don't know. It rolls out in September. I'm like, I'll let you know. Every single year she's like, I got to get tickets. I mean, obviously her thing is she loves concerts. She loves, you know, the aspect of bringing everyone together. Plus, of course, it's for an amazing cause. So, I mean, that in itself, and then a lot of our friends too. I mean, most of our friend group, they're all about it as well. So I'll make sure to, you know, of course, let as many people know as possible. For everyone else that's tuning in, did you have anything else you wanted to add, Andrea, before we sign out?
Not a whole lot. Just check out all the things we've been talking about. Like I said, I have had a lot going on, and I'm managing all of it, the different things that I have going on. But if you have any questions, event related, you know that I've planned hundreds of events in the past now for real estate and prior to my real estate career. So if anyone has any questions on how to fill those rooms, you reach out to me. But I hope to see everybody at Rock and Rescue. It's going to be a great time.
How do they reach out to you? We might as well throw another link in here. Just for
yeah,
fun.
Right. You can reach out to me through my website. It's actually just AndreaTimko.com.
That's an easy one. AndreaTimko.com. All right. So make sure we put that up there. There we go. AndreaTimko.com. And guys, I mean, amazing event, great people. You can't go wrong. So Andrea, thank you so very much for jumping on, and especially for being able to be in the space. This was one that was very important to me to make sure that we got in before the event so that we could promote it to as many people as we can. So I really appreciate it. And yeah, for everyone watching, see you guys same time, same channel next week. Thank you again.
Thanks, Matt. I appreciate you, and I will see you next week.
See you next week.